Hello, my dear friends. Today, I want to share something deeply spiritual with you, something that could change not only the energy in your home, but also the direction of your life. When we talk about prosperity, many people think only of external actions, working harder, saving more, or chasing better opportunities. But what if I told you that true abundance doesn't start outside? It begins in your own home. According to the spiritual wisdom of Cardinal Jaime Sin, who guided the faithful of the Philippines with prayer, humility, and deep devotion, our homes are not just buildings, they are reflections of our inner world. He believed that the way we arrange, treat, and protect our living space influences the flow of blessings, both material and spiritual. Cardinal Jaime Sin, remembered by millions for his leadership during times of crisis, often said that the state of our home reveals the state of our soul, and when we allow clutter, disorder, and brokenness to take root, we invite the same into our spiritual and financial lives. Based on this teaching and the spiritual understanding passed down by the elders and prayerful men of the church, I want to reveal 7 powerful principles, specific things you must remove from your home if you want to welcome divine abundance and push away invisible forces that block your success. Let's begin with the first teaching. Remove all broken or damaged items. Cardinal Jaime Sin warned that broken items in the home create a spiritual signal of stagnation and neglect. These things are not just damaged, they are doorways through which poverty energy enters. Whether it's a stopped clock, a cracked vase, a chair with a missing leg, or an old broken appliance. These objects block the flow of divine grace. In spiritual terms, they become heavy. They pull down the vibration of the home, creating dead zones where energy cannot move. Cardinal Sin said that when we keep these objects out of fear or habit, we are unknowingly telling God that we accept brokenness, that we are not ready for renewal. So your first action is this. Walk through your home and examine everything that is cracked, broken, or no longer working. It doesn't matter if it has sentimental value. If it cannot be fixed, it must go. This simple act of letting go tells the heavens, I am ready for something new. I have cleared space for your blessings. The second object, Cardinal Jaime Sin advised to remove expired medicine and forgotten cleaning products. He believed that order, cleanliness, and health are signs of a spiritually awake household. When you hold on to expired medications, you are clinging to illness. When you store unused cleaning products for years, you are holding the symbol of purification without action. It's a contradiction. Say we want health and order, but we leave behind items that say the opposite. Cardinal Sin reminded us that clutter is not just physical, it is spiritual weight. He often told parishioners, keep only what is useful and in good condition. Even the excess of good things can become a spiritual burden. Go to your medicine cabinet and your cleaning shelves. Throw out what is expired. Donate what you no longer use. This small act sends a message to the universe. I value health. I care for my space. I walk in spiritual discipline. And in return, abundance flows naturally. One of the most forgotten but powerful signs of a home's energy is found in its plants. Cardinal Jaime Sin often spoke of nature as a silent partner of grace, and nothing in the home connects us to life's renewal like living plants. When a plant is healthy, it purifies not only the air, but also the espiritu, the spirit of the room. But when a plant is withered, dying, or already dead, it begins to invite something else, the spirit of decline. A plant is a living being, created by God. If we allow it to remain in our homes dry, neglected, or already lifeless, we are silently agreeing with decay, stagnation, and even spiritual abandonment. Cardinal Sin warned that these things block the grace that tries to enter our homes every day. When we ignore a dying plant, we ignore a symbol of our own renewal. When we refuse to let it go, we hold on to death. So take a moment to examine every plant in your home. If it's wilting but still alive, bring it back with care. If it's already gone, compost it or release it with gratitude. By doing so, you declare to heaven, I choose life. I'm ready to grow. And just like that, the spiritual channels for material and emotional abundance open once again. Another teaching from Cardinal Jaime Sin, one often forgotten, is about the photos and souvenirs we keep. Photographs are not just memories. They are energy portals. They link your present home to emotions from your past. And if those emotions are pain, betrayal, heartbreak, or loss, that's what will remain active in your space. Many people keep photos of people who hurt them, letters from broken relationships, gifts from someone who no longer speaks with them. These objects hold frequency. They keep the sadness alive. Cardinal Sin once helped a woman struggling financially. He asked her, "Do you keep objects that remind you of pain?" She returned months later, saying she had removed the old letters and sad photos, and for the first time in years, peace returned to her home. And so did unexpected financial help. Do a silent emotional inventory of your house. Keep only the images that lift your heart. If a photo makes you feel heavy, store it away or release it in prayer. If a souvenir pulls you into sorrow, offer forgiveness and let it go. The Lord wants you free, not trapped by yesterday's shadows. There is also a hidden trap in your home that most people never notice: gifts given without love. Cardinal Jaime Sin taught that every object has a spirit, and that spirit depends on the intention behind the gift. A beautiful object given with envy or obligation carries spiritual tension. It looks clean, but spiritually it whispers resistance. If you receive something from someone who didn't truly wish you well, or from someone who gave it to fulfill a duty without joy, that object may be quietly disturbing your home's energy. Just as a Trojan horse looked like a gift, but brought war inside the gates, some items in your home may be blocking grace. Be honest with yourself. Look around. Ask, was this gift given with love? If the answer is no, donate it. Pass it on. Let it be useful to someone else. The more you clear space for love-filled objects, the more blessings with divine intention will come your way. Lastly, Cardinal Sin advised care when it comes to mirrors, especially cracked, cloudy, or distorted ones. Mirrors are not just glass, they're spiritual gates. Cardinal Jaime Sin often reminded the faithful that the home is not just a physical space, it is a vessel of spirit. And just as a window lets light in, mirrors reflect and multiply the energy present in your home. But what happens when that mirror is broken, scratched, or cloudy? He taught that damaged mirrors distort energy just as they distort our image. Instead of showing truth and clarity, they begin to reflect confusion, stagnation, and even spiritual obstacles. He warned, broken mirrors may multiply your burdens. Dirty mirrors may blur your spiritual vision. To maintain energetic clarity, Cardinal Sin recommended cleaning mirrors not only with cloth and water, but also spiritually using blessed water or natural essences like lavender or rosemary prayed over with intention. Not as superstition, but as a ritual of care and spiritual alignment. Check the mirrors in your home. Place those that are cracked. Polish those that are dull. A clean whole mirror reflects abundance. It multiplies the grace that already lives within your walls. If this message is reaching your heart, and you feel a new sense of purpose opening inside your home, I ask one thing: join this channel. Let these teachings continue to flow to you like fresh spiritual water. And more than that, I have a challenge. Share in the comments which of these lessons you will practice first in your home. If you can, post a photo of your transformation. Before and after, your experience may be the light that inspires someone else. Together, we are not just cleaning homes, we are creating a wave of renewal. It touches every corner of the Philippines and beyond. Let us build homes that reflect liwanag, light, kapiapun, peace, and kasaganan, abundance. Now, we continue with the next teaching. The 7th lesson from Cardinal Jaime Sin that can help turn your home into a magnet for blessings has to do with clothing and shoes you no longer wear. He explained that our clothes absorb our energy, joy, sorrow, strength. When you keep old clothes stored away, unused for months or even years, you're storing a type of energetic heaviness. You are saying to the universe, I'm holding on to what no longer fits me physically or spiritually. In one of his spiritual reflections, he emphasized that holding on to clothes that are torn, outdated, or no longer reflect who we are keeps us trapped in the past, stops us from stepping into a new chapter. It's a subtle way of resisting growth. He recommended reviewing your wardrobe at least twice a year, preferably when seasons shift. Let go of anything you haven't worn in the past 12 months, not just to clear space, but to open new pathways for change. Each unused shirt or pair of shoes may be holding back a blessing meant for someone else, or one trying to reach you. Take time, with a grateful heart, to examine each piece. Thank it for serving you, and let it move on to bless another. In return, space will open for new things, for clothes that match who you are becoming, not who you used to be. Finally, one of the most important practices Cardinal Sin emphasized in his teachings about prosperity was regular spiritual cleansing of the home. It is not enough to remove broken items or old clothes. Just as we bathe our bodies every day, our homes also need cleansing. Not only with broom and mop, but with prayer, intention, and sacred elements. Negative energy builds up over time. Arguments, fear, sadness, these emotions linger like dust. And if we do not cleanse spiritually, we allow these energies to stay and grow heavy. Cardinal Sin often encouraged the faithful to use blessed water, incense, or holy oils to cleanse the space room by room, corner by corner. To keep your spiritual atmosphere strong and open to divine blessings, Cardinal Jaime Sin recommended simple methods of spiritual cleansing. These are not just traditions, they are acts of intention. One method he often supported was the burning of herbs like rosemary, basil, or rutanglade bonobo around the house to remove heavy vibrations. Another was the sprinkling of water with a few drops of lavender oil in each corner of the home. But the most powerful, he said, was simply opening all windows in the morning, letting the sunlight and fresh air enter. In a message he shared. In 1978, Cardinal Sin wrote, "The sun is God's most generous purifier. Let its rays enter every room of your house, and the shadows of poverty will fade without effort." This wisdom reminds us, the simplest elements, light, air, prayer, carry the greatest power. Create a weekly routine of energy cleansing in your home. Choose the method that best matches your faith and your instinct. What matters is that you act consistently with faith. Another important teaching from Cardinal Sin was to treat the front entrance of your home as sacred, he said. It is the spiritual door through which heaven sends opportunity. Many people ignore this area. Dust piles up. The doormat is worn. The handle is rusted. Yet, this is the place where blessings knock, he advised. Keep the entrance clean, beautiful, and inviting. Wipe the door regularly. Polish the handles. Place a plant or flowers nearby. Sweep away debris. Keep it open when possible to allow energy to enter freely. In 1981. During one of his missions in Manila, Cardinal Sin advised a struggling merchant to renew the entrance of his small shop. 6 months later, the man returned to say his business had nearly doubled. So look at your doorway. What message is it sending to the world? Is it saying, "I am ready to receive"? Or is it saying, "I don't care anymore"? Adjust it, and you may notice everything start to shift. Cardinal Sin also emphasized the power of organization in attracting abundance. He taught that external order creates internal clarity, and both are needed to receive divine guidance. Messy homes filled with piles of unused items, scattered papers, and broken tools generate a vibration of confusion. That confusion blocks the flow of blessings. It also clouds your thinking, making it harder to recognize opportunities sent by God. In one of his reflections, Cardinal Sin wrote, "Clean your physical space, and you will hear God more clearly in your thoughts." He recommended setting aside 15 minutes a day to organize even a small space, a drawer, a shelf, a closet. The goal isn't perfection, it's momentum. When you start, you signal to heaven, "I am preparing myself for something better." Over time, those small actions build up. Your home changes, your spirit lifts, and your material life begins to follow. Lastly, Cardinal Sin warned about old calendars and stopped clocks in the home. He explained that time is sacred. When we leave symbols of the past, a calendar turned to a forgotten year, or a clock that no longer ticks, we invite the energy of stagnation.